Hi everybody, this is Ginger and this is Ginger's Chat Show. Sorry. Um, the old pre-fall allergies. Anyway, I hope everybody is well and safe from the storms. And one of the storms that hit Thursday, yeah, day before yesterday, or Wednesday, no, Wednesday. This was in Yuma, Colorado. Um, that tornado was a EF3 that wiped out a grain corn silo, and I don't know what the extent damages on the classic pickup truck that was parked in there inside that little garage shed next door to the silo. It got kind of somewhat battered. And needless to say, the poor farmer's uh, house, he lost the roof on his house, his garage, and his one out building. I don't know if anybody was hurt, but they said it was EF3 tornado that hit there. Now, another one, which was outside of Haiti, South Dakota, hit, and it was the one farmer that was not too far from it. He videotaped it. So it was confirmed a tornado. We could see it 10 miles off, but we couldn't confirm it closer. Okay? But you could see it. So anyway, we don't know what the extent of damage on that one is. If any. Anyway, I hope all is well over in Wisconsin and Florida. My news, I'm really shocked how fast that wildfire swept through Maui. We need to pray for them and we need to help them if we can. Right now, they don't have communications over there right now. Their only hope is satellite phone, and I think that's what the governor is working with the FEMA guys with. So they're working that. So far now, only 55 people have died in that inferno. We don't know if any pets have been saved, or I hope they've been saved. It's really sad. There was a drone and airplane footage of how bad the fire was. Everything was practically burned to the ground except for buildings that were built in stone. But they were gutted. Um, it's so sad. Apparently how the fire started, they knew it was whipped by winds from what happened was a typhoon went between the western part of Hawaii, on the other side between China and Hawaii, and it went by and it whipped up all these winds. But how it started, how the fire itself started, they don't know yet, but they're still investigating what the flashpoint was and where it started. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, they're still getting the information slow coming in because communication issues from Hawaii to here. So they're FEMA here, the director of FEMA here is working on that, as well as the FEMA director over in Hawaii. So we hope that everybody's getting help and that they really need it. And above all, I hope insurance companies pay out those who lost their homes and businesses. They need to pay them out. The insurance companies don't have an excuse for refusing to pay because, oh, it'll put is out of business and everything else. I go, well, what's the point of going into business in the first place? Hmm? My view is if you don't pay out, that's fraud and that is wrong. And you need to pay out in order to keep your customers. Money's going to recirculate anyway. So really, insurance companies, what is your damn problem? Same way in California. You're dropping your customers, oh, because it's a fire hazard. Well, excuse me, fire hazard is everywhere in this country. It's everywhere you go. Some areas get it more than other areas. But what your problem is your greed. The insurance company, it is your greed. So knock off the greed and start helping your clients. Because there may be other new insurance companies that may pop up that may be co-ops. And they may put you out of business. People are sick and tired of being running roughshod by the insurance companies. They feel like the insurance companies are blaming them for what happened. Well, excuse me, it's not the client's fault. Things happen. But also insurance companies cannot use the old act of God excuse either. So, dear insurance companies, pay out, pay up, and start helping. And I think insurance companies should be really strictly, heavily regulated. They really should be. Because you have State Farm, Farmers, some of the bigger companies, Omaha, Mutual Omaha, Nebraska, which is also an insurance company. And then there are insurance companies that sit there and won't pay out to farmers because of their loss of their crops and everything else, which farmers don't really have control over. And insurance company heads need to get their heads examined. God, I'm sick and tired of these guys doing this to people. They keep victimizing the victims, and that is wrong. That is very wrong. And yes, I am pissed. Okay. Again, pay for Maui. If you have any friends or family over there, help them as much as you can. Okay. So I don't know what the travel is going to be like over in Maui. Those that have family members that can travel over to Maui to help family members that live there. So I don't know what all is really going to happen on this. We'll just have to work it through it. Now, earlier today in Washington, D.C., regarding the January 6th insurrection case that Trump was indicted for, there was a hearing held this morning regarding the conflict of protection orders, what can and cannot be used and what rules are going to be used. Judge Chutkan, she's the same judge that also tried the other insurrectionists. This lady does not play around. She slapped them and she slapped them hard. She sternly told Trump's lawyers, get this, told that sensitive information should remain sensitive. It should not be out for public display or whatsoever. It should stay in there. And also, she does not tolerate political campaigning in the courtroom either. That's got to stop. When justice is being served, it always trumps, pardon the pun and pardon the French, always trumps campaigns. Always does. And the other thing that's heard um, she's treating Trump like any other criminal. She's slapping him hard on this. And he deserves it. He really does. Because he's brought it on himself. The guy just won't shut up. He should let his lawyers handle everything. And he should just keep mum and just shut up about it. But his narcissist illness is not letting him do that. So the January 2nd trial for the January 6th indictment is not be starting that day. But if Trump keeps on doing what he's doing and keeps threatening and intimidating, she might move the trial up closer and faster. She has the power to do that. And you know what? She should move the trial up to September 2nd. Do the trial in September. Because it's your biggest one right there. So, the next hearing for this is August 28th. And this is regarding the trial date request. Now, the request for the trial date was for January 2nd. And this is what Jack, our fearless prosecutor, wants. Federal prosecutor, Jack Smith, wants. And he wants it on January 2nd. Well, she told both lawyers on both sides that, especially pointingly to Trump's lawyers, if your client keeps on doing what he's doing, she's going to move it up further. She'll move it up maybe to this fall. And I've never seen a criminal like him do such dumb, stupid things like this. I never, he would take stupid criminal of the year. I don't know. I can't stand the guy. I mean, every time he opens his mouth, he's always repeating the same stuff. And he never talks about what he's gonna do, to make things better or anything else. He hasn't even done that when he was president. All he wanted to do was mess things up and screw things up. And so, as far as I'm concerned, Trump doesn't have any rights at all. And he's being a bully, going after other witnesses and everything else. Yeah, I agree with you there, Nancy. Well, if he doesn't, then she's going to throw him in jail. She'll do it. And what she should have done, I'm not second guessing her, but if I were a judge and I saw him doing that, I'd go, you know what? Slap the cuffs on him, lock him out of here, and put him in jail. Put him in solitary. And the only contact he has is with his lawyer. No one else. And take his electronics away. Because Trump is acting like anywhere from a 2 to 6-year-old brat. Okay? The guy's never grown up. So, we'll see how this goes. And she was very stern and very strict about this. And she says, if he keeps doing what he's doing and not listening and not abiding by the rules, then he will be in jail for contempt and kept there until the trial occurs. And I think New York and Georgia and the problem down in Florida. You know what? In Florida, 11th Circuit needs to remove Eileen Cannon. They need to remove her and put an impartial judge in there. And that judge down there should say, yeah, just him in there and keep him there in jail until the trial will start. And here's the trial date. Cannon should not be on that case. She has no business there. She should be doing traffic court or uh, what? Some other low linked criminal case or something like that, like petty larceny or something like this. Um, and she was caught the other day of listening to the Trump lawyer, and Trump lawyer was giving her instruction. No, that should not be happening. That's when the 11th Circuit needs to remove her. They need to remove her now. Not dragging her feet. They need to do it now. They need to remove her and get an impartial judge in there. Because people as a whole, they demand accountability and they demand transparency. Okay? And some may not like it. Well, that's just too bad. Key to it all this is know what the rules are, know what the laws are, and just don't get in trouble with it. That's a key thing. And that's why kids need to be taught right and wrong. You know, it's wrong to steal, it's wrong to lie, it's wrong to bully, that type of thing. And a lot of ways, I think parents should not be really shielding their children that much. Because once the kids are out, they're grown up, they're out of high school, or they're in high school, they're out of high school, and they're going to college, they're going to face the real world. So, when I grew up, I kind of resented being shielded more than anything. I kind of resented that. So, anyway, let's see, what time is it? 1:18. Well, as far as Maui goes, I hope and pray supplies will get there quickly. They'll probably fly in the supplies. Um, Fly them in with cargo planes and unload it and get the supplies to people that need it there. That used to be a very robust neighborhood in there, and they brought in tourism, and people are friendly, and they help out each other and help other people if they get lost, which does happen when you're going to a place you don't know very well. Like when Karen and I, my sister and I, toured New York City. Well, we got lost. We got lost in Brooklyn. But a very nice bus driver told us to follow him. And then he came out, he stopped his route for a minute. We stopped behind him. He came to my sister's side of the window and said, go over to that garage over there. You can make a left turn, go to the garage in there, and my brother runs that garage. And he could give you a good deal on parking. I suggest you walk. Park your car so it's safe in there. So that's what my sister did. Of course, hers was it was a Jeep Cherokee, and course, it was the old style one. So anyway, as far as the elections go and everything else, the GOP know full well that they're going to lose. They're going to lose in 2024. None of their candidates are up for re-election or they're not doing very well as far as getting funds together to pay for advertisement and everything else. Their opponents, which is our Democrats, they're doing really well. So I think some seats are going to be seriously flipping, and we hope to push Bulbert and Green out, because to do that, push them out. They cannot collect pension. If you serve 2 terms, if I understand, if you serve 2 terms in Congress, you get your pension. If you only serve 1 term in Congress, you won't get your pension. I think that's how it works. So, but we need to do some serious, I would say, overhaul in Congress as far as their benefits goes. We need to have like a national citizen panel made up of 50 person from each state getting together and saying with teeth, where that panel has teeth, and saying to Congress, this is what's going to happen, and really make them work for us. Okay, and also ban and bar corporations from walking the halls of Congress. Corporations should be worried about running their businesses, not in the halls of politics. They should stay out of that. And Citizen United needs to be overturned. I think next year, when the new Congress gets into play, including President Biden's reelected, we need to push to overturn Citizen United. Revoke it. Get rid of it. And say, nope. The only people that have a right to support their candidates is people like you and me, the single person or the working person. We have a right to say who we want that represents us. Because people say, oh, well, the government, you're forgetting government is us, you and me. And yes, I repeated that before. I'm going to keep repeating it. Because they work for us, not the other way around. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the weekend. Let's see, let me check my calendar. Hold on 1 minute. Nope, I don't have anything going on next week. Okay, I'm cool. All right, well, I will see you 1 o'clock on Monday for Ginger's Chat Show then. Be sure to just persist, insist, and push back, and be sure to share. I need subscribers. Yeah, you have a good weekend too, Nancy. And I'll also be posting this video on my YouTube channel. Okay? So, and I need subscribers there as well. So I hope all is well. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Still keep it weather eye in the sky. I don't think Mother Nature's over yet. I don't think she's not through yet. It's cooling down here very much. 75 here, but it's comfortable. It's not overly hot or anything. It's a nice, somewhat breeze and everything. So, have a good evening. Take care. I love you, and I'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.